So, spiral galaxies, or disk galaxies. We live in a spiral galaxy. It's known as the Milky Way, and the spiral galaxy is what the majority of the galaxies in the universe are, because that's the point our universe is at right now, is where most galaxies have come to the spiral stage. Now, a spiral galaxy is a disk. It's a circle in space. And this circle doesn't have defined edges. It's got a center, but then out from this center reach arms that give it its spiral name. But because it's spinning, it creates a disk effect that makes it a disk. Because all of these arms, they aren't rigid like our arm. They have matter and stars and solar systems drifting off the back of them. They're not drifting, they just aren't with the rest of the arm. They're all moving at the same speed. It's just drifting across. So you've got an arm. You've got an arm, and that's the main center of the arm, the part with the most gravity, and around it, are the most solar systems. But then as it moves this direction, there's stuff behind it, and it gets less and less dense as it goes. And then down here you have another arm with that's the gravity, and it's super dense, and it's got stuff drifting behind it. And this makes it form a disk of sorts. It makes it form almost a disk, but not quite. So, where are we in this disk galaxy, or this disky galaxy? We are actually at the edge. Our solar system isn't in the center, and we're pretty happy about that. It would be pretty bad if we were at the center. See, if this is the center of the Milky Way, and this is the arm that we're on, I'm not going to draw all the arms again, because why? We're about here. Now, we're nowhere near that big. I'm just drawing it so you can see it on the camera there, about 10 feet away. Okay, if we were here or closer, we'd be in the midst of supernovas, which are when a star explodes. We'd be next to all kinds of other solar systems, and the gravity would be constantly just playing pinball with our solar system and the planets in it. And we'd be next to the black hole. The black hole that is at the center of our galaxy, the supermassive black hole. Now, I'm not going to go into describing supermassive black holes. That's for another video. But there is one at the center of every galaxy. Yes, galaxy. Sorry, I always do that. It's at the center of every galaxy. That's what gives it its spiral shape. Just like, every black hole you've ever seen in a science fiction movie. It's a hole of blackness that you can't see, and then everything getting sucked into the black hole is coming in like a spiraling pattern into it. That's what's going on. That's what gives the galaxy its spiral shape. Spiral galaxies formed from nebulae, which are the breeding ground for stars, and then later galaxies, like we live in. Nebulae are clouds in space of massive amounts of matter. And when I say massive, I mean enough to make a galaxy. So, massive. They're giant clouds, but what happens is each atom floating around has gravitational pull. And they slowly pull each other towards the densest area of atoms. See, and as they pull, they get more gravity, so they pull more and more in. And then as that continues happening, it gains more and more gravity, so it continues to pull more and more of the ones that are farther away in. And this all happens very, very quickly in terms of forming of galaxies. This step does. But then, as we get chunks of matter, this process continues. And the chunks of matter fly towards each other. And then, you know, the asteroids fly together. But it all forms solar systems, and then the densest part of the densest concentration of solar systems, which would be here, becomes the center of the galaxy, and these all become the arms that stick off. And basically this process continues in these arms, forming solar systems, and it's just a big cycle. And eventually, when a star explodes, it explodes and all its matter goes out, and then it gets sucked back in by gravity. Now, your ideas of if this would form another star or not, this gets into very complex metaphysical and astrophysical debates that not even the most brilliant of scientists, you know, Stephen Hawking, all those guys, not even they have solved this stuff yet. This is what they do every day, is try to solve if it forms another star, or if our galaxy is dying, if it's expanding, if the universe is going to run out of matter. This is what they do all day, and that's way too high-level stuff for YouTube. If anybody has any comments, questions, suggestions for more videos, please put them in the comments below. You know, just try to keep them nice or I'll remove them. See ya.